You know, if you expect to be with somebody for a lifetime.
25 years and counting.
We ride together.
We die together.
Bad marriage for life.
Everyone's losing their minds over what Jada said on IG Live in response to her husband slapping a comedian live on stage. Looks like she's not very happy about the whole thing. Stay tuned to catch a glimpse of what Jada said about leaving Will Smith. You definitely don't want to miss out on this tea. Before we proceed, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more. Jada and Will Smith have had a rocky relationship even before Chris Rock and the entire slapping debacle began. It looks like the couple has had their fair share of marriage troubles, and now the troubles have just accelerated. You might think that the slap was what led Jada to this drastic decision, but what you might not know is that there has been a lot that's happened in their marriage and that has pissed off both of them. According to the couple, the chaos and unhappiness in their marriage started not now, but years ago, right from their wedding day. Yikes! Us Weekly reported that an insider close to Jada and Will said that the couple was in an agreement that he overreacted to the joke made by Chris Rock. "I never wanted to be married," said Pinkett Smith during an episode of Red Table Talk back in 2018. Red Table Talk is a Facebook original hosted by Jada and typically features her mother, Adrienne Banfield Norris, and her daughter, Willow Smith. These comments have resurfaced in light of recent events as many follow the saga into the marriage between the two stars. As soon as Will Smith hit Chris Rock in the face at the 94th Academy Awards, Jada Pinkett Smith became known all over the world. "This is a time of healing, and I'm here for it." This is what Jada wrote on Instagram after it was announced that Will Smith would be going to a luxury rehab center. However, the truth was unleashed on their own show called Red Table Talk. The episode was broken up into two parts. They talked about the events that led up to their marriage in the first meeting. The second was a heartfelt conversation between Jada and Will. The women talked about how Jada's first pregnancy with Jaden was a mistake that led to their marriage. On New Year's Eve 1997, Jada and Will finally got married at Cloisters Castle, where they had been living for a while. Here is what she had to say about the first couple of years. "So many things were going on at the same time for me. Being a young actress, being young, and having a baby. She said she didn't know what to do. Later in the episode, she said that she was very upset about having to marry Will because she didn't believe in the institution of marriage. Another reason why she didn't like marriage. I just wanted it to be the two of us on a mountain because I was like, this is serious business." Addressing the public perception that he was a long-suffering husband who Pinkett Smith had cheated on, Smith said, "Jada never believed in a conventional marriage. Jada had family members that had an unconventional relationship, so she grew up in a way that was very different than how I grew up." During the wedding, Adrienne said that it was horrible. "I don't know how to describe it. She was sick. She was very unfriendly. She didn't help with anything." Jada agreed with her mother's assessment and said, "I cried down the damn hallway. I wept the whole way." Like Jada, Will said in the episode that there wasn't a day in my life that I wanted anything else. "From the time I was 5 years old, I thought about what my family would look like." If you think they might have sorted out their issues back then, I'm sorry, but you're wrong. That was just the beginning of the troublesome marriage for the two. Even at the age of 40, the couple was bickering. Do you know how Will Smith spent 3 years planning Jada's birthday and got nothing but disappointment at the end? Here is what happened. Sometimes Will Smith tends to overdo things a little. That is kind of what happened when he was planning the birthday party for Jada's 40th. What Mr. Smith forgot to take into consideration was that Jada actually wanted something small and not so flashy. Smith spent 3 years planning her party in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Perhaps, he should have consulted with her at some time? The entire debacle surrounding the birthday was explained much more in detail in Will's book. Will started planning Jada's 40th birthday party on the night of her 37th. By then, they already had 2 children together, Willow and Jaden. He spent the next 3 years planning an elaborate weekend, which he detailed for readers. Here's an excerpt from the book in regards to the birthday written by Will. Jada loves Santa Fe, New Mexico, and the art scene there. It would be a surprise 3-day birthday weekend. I shut down an entire hotel in the city, invited dozens of our closest friends and family. We'd have gourmet dinners each night under the stars, followed by a surprise event. Friday night would be a private art show. Saturday morning would be a spiritual pilgrimage. I got Jada's favorite painters to come and do custom paintings and family classes. Mary J. Blige loved Jada and agreed to give a surprise performance on Saturday night. And the crown of the weekend would be the unveiling of the documentary about her life. However, unfortunately for Mr. Will Smith, things did not pan out as smoothly as he had hoped. Or, to be honest, things didn't pan out at all. Are you wondering why? Well, because Jada never let the party happen. Here's what happened at the time of her birthday event. Night 1 was dinner for 20 with a cellist. That went smoothly, but Saturday turned her off. After a 6 p.m. dinner for 40 guests, Will unveiled a 20-yard flowered archway decked out with photos of Jada. This led to an outdoor theater where Will had planned a show. He put together a video of Jada's recently deceased grandmother, but first he also interviewed the descendants of the family that owned Pinkett's family during slavery. The room goes silent as Jada's beloved grandmother begins to speak. The recordings had been directed to specific family members, many of whom were in the crowd. For the first time since her passing, Jada was hearing the voice of her grandmother speaking directly to her. All of the guests were impressed, including some requesting their spouses planning them a Will Smith party as well. Jada kept up appearances, but Will was starting to get antsy that her reaction was muted. When they had that blow-up on Saturday night, Jada asked Will to cancel all his plans for Sunday. He respected her wishes and presumably never planned such an elaborate party for her ever again. I mean, that sounds pretty mean to me. The least she could have done was thank him for the thought. According to Will Smith, the day after her 37th birthday, I hired a team to orchestrate her 40th birthday, he said. I hired a documentary team. I traced Mommy's family roots. Her 40th birthday was going to be my thing. I was going to be the thing that lifted her out of this midlife crisis. It was going to be my deepest, most beautiful proclamation of love. However, Jada accused Smith of making the occasion all about him. Crushed, right? And to this day, I know I was crushed because it was true. It wasn't a party for her, Smith agreed. Not just that, but Jada also added that the prep for the party was a ridiculous display of his own ego. And there you have it, folks. With so much going chaotic and disastrous, it's no wonder that the couple is not happy together. I mean, if Jada wants to leave Will Smith, she should do it and put him out of his constant misery, don't you think? I mean, if you look at this clip, I'm sure you'll be sad for him too.
And it was going to be my deepest, most beautiful proclamation of love. And she's told me that the party was the most ridiculous display of my ego.
Ooh. And that's all we have for you today, folks. What do you think about this chaotic marriage? Let us know in the comments below. Also, do check out some of these other videos we have for you. Goodbye for now.